Let's do it.
Shoot.
You good?
I'm good. Freak.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let's get it.
What up? This is Combos with O, and you're watching Ask the Question. You know those questions in your head that basically stay in your head? I'm making it my personal mission to get you some answers. This week, I got schooled by the entrepreneur and media man himself, Jacoby Carter. So click that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing, and drop a comment. Well, once you finish watching. Oh, and never be afraid to ask the question. Let's just crank it off. So when it comes to sexuality, right, there's so many ways you can define it. And I think we've heard all the terms from being fluid, being nature versus nurture, all these ways. How do you define sexuality for yourself?
That's such a hard question.
Right.
I feel like I just am who I am.
Yeah.
And I kind of just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No,
I feel like there's no rules when it comes down to like who you want to be. So yes, I'm a guy, but I kind of just do whatever I want to do. Like if I want to wear makeup, I'm going to wear makeup. If I don't want to wear makeup, which is me like 98% of the time, then I don't want to wear makeup.
Do you ever question like why certain things matter? Like in terms of like defining who you are, like why does it concern so many people?
What? All the time. You are supposed to be this, you're supposed to be all of these different things that they expect from you, but it's like, if you're not that, then it's a whole issue. But
wait, so let's put a bullet there though.
Yes.
Before I forget. So you just said there's like kind of like a way to be, right? So
for sure.
Do you feel like as a gay man, there's a way to be as well? Like even in terms of defining who you are, right?
Ooh, this is a lot to unpack. This is a lot to unpack. Okay.
Ask the question.
Because, come on, ask the question. Hashtag. So, listen. So this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell my straight friends, heterosexual females and males, I always tell them there is regular world and then there's gay world. Okay. Because gay world is like a whole nother level. And I haven't even reached all the levels. Like, I don't even know everything that's going on in gay world. But yes, there is a standard. And yes, you do get discriminated against, even within the gay community.
Yeah. And it's interesting, but then again, like in the black community, we are supposed to stick together, but there's also discrimination there. There's the idea of colorism. In the gay community, you're supposed to stick together, but there's also this idea of whatever else, feminine versus masculine, whatever the case may be. And I think a lot of people ascribe to want to still fit the closest to what society tells you to be while being who you are.
Yeah.
And so I think it's interesting, even with you, like I met you in college, and it's like just so awesome to see somebody who rejects those standards and is able to be who they are, but I know that comes with a price.
It definitely does. I think that it comes with being who you are. And you really just have to decide for yourself, do you want to present yourself one way and hide another piece of yourself so that you can fit in with the masses? Or do you want to live your authentic truth and live freely and let the chips fall where they may? I mean, it's going to be what it is.
That was deep. And this is the thing for me. I want people who may not ever get a chance to talk to someone who's feminine or someone who's gay at all, and to be able to get a normalized look at the fact that it's a conscious decision to be myself, right? So do you find yourself being like, okay, Jacoby, I'm gonna do me today, and it may result in this, it may result in that. Like even with the Jussie Smollett thing, I don't want to dive into that deep hole, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know hate crimes even still existed.
Yeah.
Whether his is true or not, it shed light on the fact that that's still happening. And I'm just like, so is it this sense of, because what all we see is super, himself, Jacoby. We're thinking you're good, and it's like that may not be the case.
Yeah.
So is it that conscious decision to say I'm going to like be me despite, or is it just I'm waking up and it's cool?
It's definitely not I'm waking up and it's cool, because like I said, I live still in Atlanta, where really I think I love Atlanta because I'm from here, but traveling, I've actually learned that Atlanta is probably more accepting than most people would think, which is why a lot of black gays move here, because it's just like, You can go anywhere. I literally go to the airport and I see like a black gay working at the Popeyes chicken. I'm like, hey sis. Or I could go, to a barber shop, or like, you can literally go anywhere in Atlanta and there's going to be a gay person working there. A hotel, a boutique, anything. And not just those industries, also in the professional realm, there are plenty of gays that are even higher ups in those realms. Yeah. So I feel like the comfort level for me in Atlanta is very high. But with that being said, there are certain areas that I'm like, okay, if I'm going to, I'm not going to name any names because I don't need any people being like, oh, I'm from there, da da da. But I do have to make a conscious effort to say, okay, I'm going this place, and this place. Let me not do so much today. Okay. Even though I might want to, feel it, but sometimes you have to make sure that you also are going to be safe. And that's just a real thing. It's a conscious decision when you leave the house, when you're traveling. Is it also a conscious decision when posting on social media? Because I know I saw you post a picture with the chaps for Coachella. Ooh. Those chaps, and I'll put a little picture right here, guys. You can see it too. But like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, was that like a conscious thing before that? And then those comments you got from that, how was that experience? The funniest thing about that whole situation is, at Coachella, no beef. Wow. I had no issues. Okay. Like, I literally was walking around, and I think that was the day that I wore those chaps was the day that Beyonce performed. So I literally was walking around for about 8 to 10 hours. Chilling. In chaps. People were, giving me all types of life. I wasn't getting any type of hate, basically. And we were just all out in the middle of the desert having an amazing time. Now, posted the picture, and then Black Travel Journey or Black Travel something, one of those Black travel pages reposted my picture. Yeah. And it just became like a hot topic. I mean, people were like, oh, I'm gonna unfollow y'all. A lot of straight men were like, oh, this ain't what we here to see. I'm about to unfollow this page. This shit whack. And I'm just like, what would you tell? Matter of fact, I was gonna make it general, but now I want specific. What would you tell young Jacoby? Because I know this wasn't always Jacoby. I'm seeing now wasn't always Jacoby. Oh my god! So what would you tell? Am I the first person to drink on your channel? You are. I love to be a first. I would tell myself to continue being who you are. Eventually, I feel like I was gonna reach this peak anyway, whether it happened in high school or college or later in life. I definitely feel like I would have become this person because. In my brain, the thing that I really keep first is the Lord. Yes. The thing that I'm constantly thinking about is, does this make me happy? Like, even in relationships, and not just like a sexual relationship, friendships, anything. I'm always just like, do I really want to do this? Or do I really like what? No, I'm not into it. And so I feel like because of that, going through the trials, I'm not going to say it like it was just all peaches and cream. Yeah. I've been yelled at out of cars. Stuff has been thrown at me out of windows. But you kind of just say, that's their situation. Yeah. And that's something they have to battle. And I mean, no physical like harm has happened to me, thank God. Yeah. But I don't know. I would definitely just tell him, continue being who you are, and who you are is definitely enough. Legit. Because it is. I love that. Yeah. So wow. So do you think cry. That was deep? Wasn't it? I got a full face. I'm not gonna cry on the show. Let it out. No, nobody gets to see that. Gay is one of those racially inclusive stigmas, right? Like, absolutely. And so I think it is. It's interesting for a stigma so big, that it affects so many different people to still be alive. You know what I mean? Like, most times stigmas affect a small subset, right? Like being heavyset, being female, whatever. But this affects so many different people, even not just men, women, and it's just like come on, man. No more words. So the question for you guys in the comments. So tell me, does sexuality matter in your friendships? I want to hear from you guys. Once again, this is Combos with O. This is Ask the Question. Peace. Convos with O.